hoping that Callum might be able to join us today from what he said.
Callum, unfortunately, he's having technical problems getting up his computer in the first place.
Oh. Right.
So he's just called me up before. He sends his apologies, though. He won't time, but he can't get on the computer itself.
Right. Okay. Well, a formal welcome, everybody, and particularly to Pauline, who we know well, and she knows us all well. So no holds barred either way. Today, as somebody's already mentioned, stealing my thunder slightly, is Rotary's birthday. 116 years old today, which is pretty fantastic when you think about it, going back to 1905 and continuous service since then. So long may that continue, as the saying goes. And renewed thanks to Tony and Mike for helping out with the COVID vaccinations at Wharton. So, Brian, have you got any formal notices you want to mention today?
Just a reminder that this afternoon there is still time to register for the district Rotary Day thing that's been done by Patricia Hogarth. She called me up the other day and put a little bit of pressure on. So that's going to be this afternoon. So if you want to get onto it, there's a couple of really good speakers on there.
Yeah.
Brian?
Yeah.
I tried to do that this morning and I couldn't get into the link. I just couldn't get in to register. I couldn't get into the link.
Oh, give it another try. I got straight through, but I don't know why. It's not a link I set up, you see, I'm afraid. So
right, yeah, I'll try again after the meeting.
Brian, could you send me that link again, please?
I can send that through here.
Maybe so.
The video being released by Tom Griffin, the incoming RIBI president still, I think. Is he the president or is it a chair? But anyway, Tom Griffin sent out a video for Rotary Day as well, which should be on an email sitting in your mailboxes, hopefully. If not, I can forward that on as well.
Yeah. And for those of you who are on club council, as you'll probably realise and know, I've called a formal council meeting for next Tuesday, which I would like to have in the evening if possible, because it may take some time. So is that all right with everybody to do it at 7:30 next Tuesday evening?
What's that, the
council meeting?
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at the date, because next Tuesday. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so
you should have had an email through from me for that. So
yes, okay. And I'll be with Brian. I'll be sending you some more information about the council meeting during the course.
I've got a couple of things from District and Zach.
Pardon?
Hi, Norman.
Hello. I've got it probably doesn't pertain to us because what we're going to be doing with presidency next year, but PEPS has been postponed from the 3rd of March to the 15th. And they're stressing one thing is, for the club assemblies coming up, for clubs to hold a pre-assembly, because the plan for the club and goals is not the presidents, it's the clubs. So they want clubs to get together to do a pre-assembly to come up with the goals for the club versus the president doing it.
We include that next Tuesday night.
We'll talk about that next Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
I have greetings from other clubs. When Mr. President, we're going to do them before you start.
Pardon?
Are you doing greetings from other clubs?
Yes, go on then.
Right. Well, I bring you greetings from the Rotary Club of Salford. I did the talk about the history of the RAF in Malaya to the Salford Club through Graham Jackson, who did a talk about clerical dress with us. It was the reciprocal arrangement. And their president, Josephine, sends you and sends us her greetings, and I reciprocated. I've also had communication from my friend in Israel, Yael Lazarus, and I've been had a tree planted in my honor in the hills of Galilee.
Hope it don't die.
in the name of the past district governor, Anthony Tony Perini, for your participation in the Rotary Club of Carlisle's Zoom meeting. Very nice. Tree number 150,836 in the Paul Harris East Forest in Israel.
Very good. I have to say that the man's fame knows no bounds whatsoever.
Yeah.
Anyway, well done.
Visit
Now you'll have to go visit your tree, Tony.
Has your tree got a plaque on it, Tony?
Oh, if it hasn't, I'll make sure it does when I visit.
What sort of tree is it, Tony?
I think it's an olive tree by what I
Got
gather.
2 arms like that.
Little baby. I'll let you know.
Just as a little snippet, you remember we had what I thought was a brilliant talk by Steve Malloy about the Glastonbury Festival last time.
Yeah.
There was something on the news or in the paper the other day about that particular farm has reverted to normal farming, and apart from the dairy herd producing milk, they're now making cheese. And it made me wonder, in fact, whether Glastonbury would ever get off the ground again as a festival.
Just pull it apart.
Because it's reverted completely to farming, but that's a complete.
It does every year, Tim. It does every year. They convert it back to a farm after Glastonbury.
Yeah, but this sounded really
so many months a year.
Yeah, but
anyway, that's really nothing about nothing.
His problem is that he gets a lot of income out of Glastonbury.
Yeah, right.
But also, one of the reasons it might never happen is that they have to rent other fields of other farms, because it isn't all one farm. And the farmers around him have similarly more or less got used to Glastonbury not being there, and it might cost him the earth to get to rent those fields back, and he would need a full crowd to be able to do it. So my son Andy's touch and go as to whether it will ever happen again.
And just finally, by way of general information chit chat, as you all know, Noni sadly died very recently. I've used putting it rather poshly, my presidential discretion, and I'm sending a cheque for £250 in Noni's memory to the Samaritans, which is the preferred charity from the point of view of the family. So I hope you all agree with that. And I'll send that via the undertaker, because there is some information about that on the web. So we'll do that. I'll do that over the next couple of days. But I have the check from John, thank you. So that's good. Okay. Pauline, very warm welcome. And Norman, of course. I'm not sure, what are you doing for us today, Pauline?
Well, it's a kind of a quiz.
Right, a kind of a quiz from Pauline.
But you don't need pencil and paper.
Right, excellent.
But you can keep a record of how many of these you get right.
Right, and pulling Pauline's legs slightly, she now rejoices in the title of Executive Secretary of the Rotary Club of Carlisle. Okay then, Pauline, off we go.
Okay, I'll share screen.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I'll give you permission. Give me a second. Just bear with me. I shall make you co-host. You should be able to share your screen now, Pauline.
I'm still with you, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slideshow from the beginning.
Right. So it's about famous or infamous characters. And who do you think of when you see these actors? In other words, it is a quiz. It's a collection of individuals whom you may have seen on several occasions in the past. I think Carol's a bit young, actually, but never mind. Often they are better known by the role they have played either on the screen or TV. Your task is to retrieve from your memory file their names and the roles for which they are most famous.
Wow.
So there's no chance for me.
Well, it's a quiz by any other name, and you are welcome to shout out their names.
Right.
Tony, I know this.
Oh, I know who that is.
I would suggest your microphones up, because as soon as you make guesses, everybody else hears.
It's
Margaret Rutherford.
It's Mr.
Yeah.
Margaret Rutherford. Who was there with?
That was me, Andrew.
Andrew. Okay.
I had Margaret Rutherford.
Miss Marple.
Oh yeah, she was Miss Marple.
Miss Marple.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, okay, that's good. No, excellent. It's she's Dame Margaret Rutherford.
Right.
She was born in 1892 and she died in May 1972. And she insisted on her husband, Stringer Davies, always being in the Miss Marple films as well. Did you know 15 actresses have played the role in film and on TV? But I still think that Margaret Rutherford was the best.
Yeah. Oh,
Christopher Plummer.
Christopher Lee.
Yes.
Lee. Dracula.
Yes.
Dracula, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So
Look at his bloody mouth.
So Christopher Lee's career spanned nearly 7 decades.
We don't watch films.
Goodness me.
Now, I watched him in a film this week. I don't know if you've got smart TVs and you can go to the YouTube app, but you can get the old black and white movies on there. And this guy was in one of his early roles in the film. The film was called Kiss of Death. And you can see he's got a screen presence. He's got a very, very thick East European accent, which limited the roles he could take.
Not Boris Karloff, is it?
No,
Bela Lugosi.
it is. Bela Lugosi. And his famous role was, because of his accent, this was the best he could get.
Dracula.
Another Dracula.
Oh,
Peter. Oh,
Peter Falk.
Yes.
that's him.
Columbo.
Columbo.
Yes. He was born in 1927 and he died in 2011. Did you know he only had one eye? And that was why he was always filmed at a certain angle so that you wouldn't see his disability. He actually won 4 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe in 1973 for his role as Columbo.
Very good.
Charlie Savant.
Who loves you, baby?
Kojak.
Oh, yes. Did you know that although he was born in America, at first he only ever spoke Greek? And that was up until he started going to school. He starred in many blockbuster films.
The Dirty Dozen.
Yes, but of course he's most famous for his role as Kojak. And his brother George used to appear in the Kojak series as well.
Stavros.
Yes, that's right.
Did you know he had very bad teeth?
About 40 years ago, my wife and I were in London, and it was a Sunday afternoon, and we were looking in the shop window of an antique shop, and an open-top Mercedes drew alongside and stopped. And he and a very glamorous young woman got out and joined us looking at the antiques.
Your claim to fame. Oh,
Raymond Burr.
Harry Mason.
He had
Ironside.
Ironside as well. He was a Canadian American born in 1917. He died in 1993. Have any of you seen the new Perry Mason?
Yeah, I don't like it.
It took me a while to get into it. It's not right, is it? No. Raymond Burr is Perry Mason.
Absolutely.
And did you know that in his early film career, he mainly played villains? He was always the fat bad guy. Well, this week is going back.
He was a copper in
He was.
Scotland Yard. What was the program?
Yes.
Oh, crikey.
You're halfway there.
Oh God. What was the program?
It's not PC 49, is it?
No.
Can't think of his name.
Bruce?
No.
Bruce Seaton?
Sefton, wasn't
Seaton. He was born in India in 1909. And he actually went to Sandhurst. He was Fabian of the Yard.
Fabian of the Yard, yes, of course, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's, yeah.
Oh, he's a Welshman.
He is
Yeah.
indeed.
Michael,
No.
No.
Hannibal Lecter, Anthony
Yeah,
Anthony
Hannibal
Anthony
Lecter.
Hopkins, that's Sir Anthony. Yeah,
And then he was Hannibal Lecter. in
He
the
also, since we had Gina Campbell here a little while ago, was the guy who played Donald Campbell in the TV dramatisation about 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know that 4 actors have actually played Hannibal Lecter? But of course, his portrayal is the most memorable. Now, this guy you'll all know.
No.
Johnny Weissmuller.
It is.
Tarzan.
Oh,
Yeah,
Superman.
Tarzan.
Oh, yes.
Tarzan.
Absolutely. And of course, he was famous for the call. I mean, there's the Tarzan call, which was Weissmuller.
When
He
I
was
was
an Olympic swimmer too.
when I was a small boy, he was my hero. So I wrote to him in Hollywood in due
Get one
course.
back.
Here's a quick
Yes,
question.
yes. And I was so proud of this letter. In due course, I got a typewritten letter to say, due to wartime restrictions, he was unable to send me a photograph.
He was an Austro-Hungarian born in 1904 and he died in January 1984. Of course, he was an excellent swimmer and a water polo player. I mean, in every film, he had to do a bit of swimming, didn't he?
Yeah.
Pauline,
I think he was an Olympic swimmer.
he was an Olympic swimmer. Who was the other Tarzan who was an Olympic swimmer as well, though?
Ron Ely, was it?
No. Buster Crabbe.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you're quite right.
Died underneath the ship somewhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's God.
I'm not allowed to say.
Of course you are, dear.
Basil Rathbone.
Basil
It is
Rathbone.
indeed. It's Basil
Sherlock
Rathbone.
Holmes.
And he's
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
I mean, there only is one Sherlock Holmes, and that's Basil Rathbone. Did you know 74 other actors have actually played that role? But whenever, I mean, for me, it's Basil Rathbone. He was Sir John Basil Rathbone, and he was English, but actually born in Johannesburg in 1892, and he died in July 1967.
Oh.
Adam West.
West.
Adam
It is
West.
Adam
Batman.
West. Dinner,
Batman.
dinner. Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
8 actors have played this role in film and TV. He was born in 1928, but he died of leukemia in June 2017.
It wasn't long ago.
No.
Oh,
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore.
The Saint.
The Saint and
Saint.
James Bond.
Roger Moore.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's not, for me, he's not James Bond.
No, he's the Saint.
He was,
Do-do-do-do-do.
he was the
Simon-
saint, but this guy made a good saint as well. Who's he?
Ian Ogilvy.
Ian Ogilvy.
That's
Connery.
Sean.
I must be dreaming.
Sean.
Welshman.
Sean
Sir,
Connery.
so, yeah.
Scottish traitor.
Yeah.
But he was James Bond.
James Bond.
Scottish, yeah.
Oh God, who's that? Oh, that's
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Elizabeth Taylor, isn't it? Richard Burton.
No,
No,
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it is not Elizabeth Taylor.
Do you want
He's
a clue?
American.
Do you want a clue? No, he's English.
Yeah.
Norman Wisdom. No.
Oh. Is this the man who invented pirate talk?
Yeah.
Arr, Jim,
Wow.
arr. No,
He liked
Oh.
to drink.
he was yes, he was alcoholic.
Just a second. I'm getting my know-all here. Come on.
Robert
Not
No.
Redford, but Robert.
Robert Newton.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Could be,
And
yeah.
this was his famous role, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Long John Silver.
Was he alcoholic?
Yes,
He was pissed as a Newton then.
he was. This is being recorded, you know.
I have editing skills.
Mr. Darcy.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Yes, it's what's his proper name though?
Colin Firth.
And his brother
That's
Solveig.
right. Did you know 11 actors have played the role of Mr. Darcy, but he's the one that actually nailed it, isn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, he did. Definitely.
He nailed what?
Did it
He nailed the character. Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
that's Frankenstein. That's
Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff.
Oh,
Boris Karloff,
Boris
yeah.
Karloff. Yes.
Once his bolts tightening. Oh, poor old Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve, Superman.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
And it was such a shame. He was paralysed from the neck down after being thrown from a horse. Have you ever seen him in the film Lost in Time?
Yes.
Time.
The film isn't great, but the music's wonderful. The score is by John Barry. It really is well worth listening to.
Yeah, when I was going through, go back to Christopher Reeves. When I was going through flight training, we had a instructor pilot in the squadron that was identical. He looked identical to Christopher Reeves, and on the flight board where they put the flight schedule up, they never put his name. They just put a Superman shield. And he ended up being a Thunderbird.
No idea.
Errol Flynn.
Errol Flynn.
Yeah.
Who was that?
You don't give a damn.
Yeah. He was born in Tasmania in 1909 and died of a heart attack in 1959.
Sorry, is it Errol Flynn?
It is Errol Flynn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin Hood.
Of course. Has to be. This is a very early Robin Hood.
Men in tights.
Douglas
And you
Fairbanks.
can see what his name is.
Yeah, you didn't X that out, did you?
But they were regarded as the best Robin Hoods.
I take it that's Douglas Fairbanks Senior.
Yes.
That's Violet Carson.
Carson, Ina Sharp.
Indeed.
Ina Sharples from Curry.
Can you remember the names of her two pals that she used to have a glass of stout with in the snug?
Oh, Minnie Caldwell was
Minnie
one.
Caldwell one.
And
Edna, no,
No, Vera. No.
Martha.
Martha.
Martha, of course. Martha.
I can't remember the last name. Martha. Yeah.
Can't remember. Oh, that's Dot Cotton.
It is.
June
Brown.
June Brown.
June Brown. But didn't she look beautiful?
Oh, she was in a day, yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness me, Dot Cotton.
The fag's got her.
Oh, don't know that is.
There is a look to
Wouldn't
him.
normally see him like that.
That's not Little Caesar. What's his name?
No. You're more likely to see him like that.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Who is it? Boxcar Willie?
No. William Boyd as
Good Lord.
Hopalong Cassidy.
Hopalong Cassidy, that's right.
Cassidy. I would never have known him as Hopalong Cassidy.
Oh.
Remember William Boyd when he was much older in these
That's, is that Gabby Hayes?
Yep.
Yes. And do you know what role he played in his westerns? He always played the same role. What was it?
He was
He always played the role of Gabby.
Gabby.
His name is Gabby Hayes, and he always played the role of Gabby in the westerns. Now, he is one. He didn't have to wear a black hat to know that?
No, he had a funny eye, and he was in
Yes.
the Cannonball Run or something like
He
that.
was, yes.
Yes.
As the doctor, the mad doctor.
Was it Ron somebody?
I can't remember his name.
Oh, I can't think of his name.
Jack Elam.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And he used to pop up, you know, he was always going to bushwhack somebody, wasn't he? Would pop
Yeah.
up behind a rock.
And the pass.
Ooh.
Barrymore, is it?
Raymond,
Raymond.
Raymond, somebody or other.
Massey?
Massey.
Yes,
Raymond
Massey.
Massey.
He was a Canadian actor born in Toronto in 1896. What was his most famous role? Can you?
Lincoln. Was it a sci-fi film, was it, or something?
No, there he is. And then he was the best.
Looks like Abraham Lincoln there.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, I think that he was the best Abraham Lincoln that they've had in film.
Didn't he play a lot of lawyers as well? He was very.
Yes.
I seem to remember being a lot of lawyer roles.
Or doctors.
Or
He was
doctor.
in,
Emergency ward, not emergency ward.
No,
Dr. Kildare.
Dr. Kildare.
Dr. Kildare was in. That's right. He was Kildare's boss.
Yes.
Kilmore.
Yes.
Kill them off.
Oh, come on, Tone.
This is somebody sort of as an adult you would perhaps recognise him better as that.
Oh, Food Glorious.
Oliver.
It is that's Oliver.
The original Oliver.
What's his name now?
What's his Chris? I can't remember his name.
It's not Mark Lester.
No, it isn't.
No.
No, it's not. Although Mark Lester was a good one.
Food Glorious. Food.
Why can't I've got stuck?
No, can't think. Come on.
That's Mark Lester.
Mhm.
It was John Howard Davies.
Yeah.
Was the one I first showed you. Now then, this well-known figure first appeared on stage as a boy, playing the role of King Rat in the Dick Whittington pantomime, and his opening lines were, "What is that smell? I have never smelled a smell like that smell before."
This behind you.
The gentleman on the right was on television. It became better known on television, actually, is on the right.
No.
You can't see it.
It's all gone.
There's a close-up of him.
Pass.
Oh,
Norman.
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 Norman, outside his first shop.
Very good. Norman Butler.
The Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger.
Yes.
Yes.
What was the name of his? Well, what was the name of his horse?
Trigger.
Silver.
Silver. But who actually played him?
It was Roy Rogers. Yeah.
What's the Indian's name?
Well, we're coming to that.
Tonto.
He was called Clayton Moore, and this is Tonto. What was Tonto's real name?
No idea.
J.
Oh yeah. J.
J.
Something Silver.
Something.
That's it. J. Silverheels.
Silver
Heels. Yeah.
Now I'm really going back.
Native American.
oh, nice hair.
Wavy hair.
Norman Butler again.
So this guy was born in 1905. In 1904.
Yeah, Norman.
And he died of lung cancer in 1980.
No.
Liberace. Oh no.
Roy Rogers.
No.
Why the long face?
Come on, who is it?
It was on in a television series that was on all the time in the 50s.
Oh, and
Not Gunsmoke or something deaf like that. Oh,
No.
No,
My Chaparral.
no, before that, I'm afraid. Is
Something Kid.
it was Cisco.
Yes, it's something Kid.
Cisco
Yeah.
Kid.
The
Charlie
Cisco
Kid or
Kid.
something like that, eh?
It's the Cisco Kid.
Cisco Kid.
Duncan Ronaldo.
It says so on the photograph.
Does it?
No.
This is Leo Carrillo. He was an American actor born in 1880. He's actually he has a motion picture star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's got 2 stars, one on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in Vine Street and another one and another part of Vine Street for his work in television. So who will this be?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've had Cisco Kid. This is
Rin Tin Tin.
Rin Tin Tin. Only ever played Rin Tin Tin.
No idea.
No.
Pancho.
Who?
It was Cisco Kid's sidekick.
Oh, right.
Pancho. 2 of them used to come on at the end on the horses, and the horses would rear up and they would say,
Adios, amigos.
See you soon. Haha.
that's it.
Oh, done. So, some of those films have come up on Saturday Morning Pictures on
Yes.
Channel 81, Talking Pictures.
Yes.
If you haven't watched Saturday Morning Pictures on Channel 81, it really does take you back. Well done, Paul.
I'm not allowed to watch television in the mornings. I've got to do my schoolwork.
Oh. Right.
Right, very good. Thank you.
Thank
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Very good.
excellent.
Thank you.
Am I unmuted?
Yeah,
Can you hear me, everybody?
Yes, Tim.
Oh, right, thank you. Sorry, because I lost the screen a few minutes ago.
We'll get the recording. We'll go
And
through.
I got back in the very end. Anyway, Pauline, where are you? Yes, there you are. Thank you very, very much indeed for your time and trouble. Most entertaining as always. And as they say with the border, lang may you lumreek.
Right.
Excellent.
She makes me laugh anyway.
Good.
What is a good laugh? It's on YouTube, and it's a man called Mark Steele's in town, and he does a skit about Carlisle, and it's really, it's really, really funny, and it brings in Carr's Biscuit Factory.
You where?
Yeah. And it's well worth having a look at that one. Well, it's a podcast actually, so there's nothing to see. It's just his take on Carlisle.
And what's the name of the man?
Mark Steele.
Right.
And it's just called Mark Steele's in Town on YouTube.
Who's the guy that used to be on the newspaper? A newspaper reporter on the Cumberland News.
I don't know. He also does a skit not only on Carlisle but on Whitehaven.
Right.
Two meters.
Toured the country, do they?
It's toured the country, but those were just a couple of the towns I chose, which I thought were very good. And Fleetwood is brilliant, yes, where they made the Fisherman Friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one that I used to listen to as a youth was Mike Harding.
Yes.
And he did Get the Gateway to Oblivion, which was Egremont. and he used to say that Barrow was at the end of a 90-mile cul-de-sac.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I had a lot of
Pauline, what have you done with Norman's body? You just see his head. Oh, it's back again.
It's back now.
No.
Well,
Ooh, how ethereal.
Oh, he's disappeared now.
How did you do that?
That's
They've got a virtual background.
It's a ghost.
There he is
They've got
again.
house embarrassment. Have you not seen the advert?
That's right, absolutely. You can't see the mess behind me.
Just looking forward, we've got our next lunchtime meeting on the 9th of March.
Yep.
About Heathlands' home still on, Tony?
Yes, it is. The young couple that have been on furlough right throughout
Yes.
set up Heathlands at home, as you'll hear, and they've got, well, last they counted, about 750 followers all over the world, people that are disabled, special needs and all the rest of it. And it's a great success story, and I think you'll enjoy it.
And then Valerie Young on the 23rd March about the foundation, community foundation.
And
So
I've now got a speaker for the last weekend or last meeting in May. I'm missing one for the second weekend of May, but I'll let Brian know in due course.
Yeah, good, excellent. Has anything else anybody wants to report as a matter of general interest?
Can I just put on the record, Tim, the fact that my RIBI president of my year, Ian Thompson, who some of us got to know quite well, he died just before Valentine's Day.
Yeah, remember him.
And we had already organised a Valentine's Day cocktail party for the Dream Team, and we'll get a recording of it shortly, but we all recorded a tribute. There were 17 district governors on the screen, which was good. And we all recorded a tribute to Ian, and it's gone to the family, and his funeral is on Tuesday online on Tuesday afternoon. So I'll do a double dose of Zoom on Tuesday. We'll be doing that on YouTube and then coming to you for the evening meeting.
Yeah, good.
Great guy, and some very, very funny stories told of Graham.
I remember him well, yeah.
He kept us all together, and the fact that we've got everyone that survived still wanting to hold reunions and get together says a lot for his leadership and so on for in his year.
Yeah.
A lot of subsequent RIBI presidents have not kept their team together at all, which is sad, because we get a lot out of talking to each other, and we know where the problems with Alzheimer's and dementia are. Can also say Mrs. Perini saw Anne Beadle in town.
Oh yes,
yesterday I think it was, and Phil is now, if you haven't heard already, in a care home, and Anne said that Anne didn't look too well either, so that's very sad, but just thought I'd let you know we picked
and just mentioning Matt's funeral, Noni's funeral, I think Brian sent the information out.
Yeah.
But Noni's funeral's online. I think it's the 3rd of March.
Right.
It's quite a long way, but if you want to watch that or join in, just have a look at it online.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
Thank you.
Well, should we leave it at that then today, folks? Renewed thanks
time we're meeting again.
Thank you, Pauline. I really enjoyed it.
The club council next week at 7:30. When's the next Zoom meeting?
The next Zoom ordinary meeting is on the 9th of March.
9th of March, okay.
Yeah, a fortnight today.
Just to throw in, Tim, just for everybody, I've phoned most of the people in the club as well who aren't normally online. So all of them, all the rest of the ones that we don't normally get to see because they don't have internet, are sending their regards and passing the best wishes on to all of us.
Good, excellent. Ronnie, you want to do something? No, you do with your computer.
Just to tell you that we have the deer back at the bottom
oh yes, very nice.
garden. And
looks expensive, Ron. It's 2 deer.
Is that the blind one on the left? Have you no idea?
Staggering, isn't it?
Anyway, they're there.
John was going to say something.
No, I think Carol's going to go, Carol.
John, I'll
Carol's
get those things back. I'll ring you before I come round. When I'm coming round, I'll see when you're going to be in with the accounts, so you can get all those sorted. Yeah. Okay.
Have you looked through them? Are you happy with them? And
yeah, I am. So I'll ring you. I'm going to come this week, and see when you're going to be in, and I'll drop them off for you.
Well, I don't think we're going too far.
No,
Oh, yes.
didn't think you would be going very far. Soon
No.
though, maybe soon you'll be able to.
If he can't account for all the checks, I've still got check number 133
Yeah.
for another speaker.
Okay,
you-
well, thank you
Are
very
you,
much.
have you,
everybody.
will you need any more, Tony? Or,
I don't think so. I think we're about right now.
well, if you do, give us a shout.
Is it only 1 o'clock?
All right then, everybody. We'll see you
Bye.
again
Rotary,
shortly.
Hi, everyone.
Rotary
Thanks
Fellowship.
very much again.
Rotary Fellowship and peace the world over.